Hey, best friends, I'm Claire.
I'm Yana.
Welcome to
My Best Friend's Book Club podcast.
the movie versus book edition.
Ooh, you thought that up on the spot.
I did.
Of The Housemaid,
Bye.
Frida McFadden. I knew you would. I knew you would ask.
I was like, is she going to remember?
I sure did. Because I looked it up yesterday. I'm prepared. I am a professional.
I wonder if Frida had any say in this movie.
I wonder too. I bet she did.
If you haven't listened to season 4, go check it out. It's basically like a chapter by chapter-ish breakdown. So you don't have to read the book, or you can if you want to.
Full spoilers, though, here. So
Yes.
if you're interested in reading it, this might not be a good time to listen.
That's exactly what I
Or
was
watching
going
the
to
movie.
say.
Yeah.
Well, first off, let's just set the scene for everyone, okay? So yesterday, we went to go see The Housemaid.
Mhm.
I went over to Yana's house around like 5
Mhm.
after work, because we're working women.
We're boss bitches.
Yana got us some sandwiches. We had a martini. Her fire alarm went off. And then we went to go see the movie.
I would say we had half a martini, then the fire alarm went off. We had to stand outside for like 15 minutes, come back home to drop off my dog, and then we had to chug what was left of the martini to then walk over to the movie theater.
Which resulted in us getting very bad seats.
Yes.
Because we went to one of those theaters where it's not assigned seats.
Mhm.
So we were literally in the front row.
Literally front row seats. But we should also say that we're really mad at the people who live on my floor who left their incense unattended while they left their house.
Yeah.
And that set off the entire building's alarm.
Curse you.
Curse you.
Curse you this holiday season.
Yes, may you only get coal.
And then the firemen had to come, and women, and
Fire people.
and then the buses got blocked.
Like
and
three
we were,
of them.
And we were late for the movie. Like, it was a whole rollover effect because somebody couldn't remember to put their incense out.
So this is a great time for us to talk about fire safety.
So we get there and we watch the movie. And
We might as well be like literally on the screen because we're so close to it that you can't even really make out some of the things happening.
I felt a little nauseous at one point because everything was really
Yeah.
close.
Not even that, but like we're not even in the middle, right? We're like on the edge.
Yeah, part of me was like, did I consume this properly?
I feel like I have to watch it again,
yeah,
honestly.
I think we mostly did,
Yeah.
though. Let's start with the cast.
Okay.
What did you think of the casting? Because we did that thing where we were like, who would play these people
Mhm.
after reading the book? And then we saw the movie. So
I'm actually okay with the casting.
Amanda, what's her face? Seyfried. She did a really good job, I felt. She played the crazy part really well.
Yeah.
And I also thought the guy that played Andrew, I
Mhm.
always forget his name.
I don't remember.
He did way better than I thought he
Mhm.
was going to. Like, I was like, really? This guy?
Mhm.
And then as I was watching it, I was like, yeah, so pretty good.
Mhm.
Andy Winchester. Enzo, should we just get right into Enzo?
I guess-
What's your beef, Yana?
I don't have beef with Enzo, only because we didn't see him.
I have beef with this
No,
because,
but-
like, where was Enzo?
No, I know, but like that's a separate thing, right? Like I don't have an opinion on the Enzo casting because he had like 2 lines and wasn't seen otherwise. Like he was not even a supporting character the way that he was in the book.
Yeah, you could have removed him completely
Completely.
and it wouldn't have mattered at all.
No.
I mean, that bothered me because I liked Enzo a lot.
Well, and it made it a lot more confusing, I think, as a new watcher of like, how did Nina actually get Millie involved? Like, what's happening here? There was less of that kind of explanation without Enzo.
For sure.
Mhm.
And then all the romance stuff is...
Yeah,
And
it's totally
then-
gone.
I liked how in the book, you never really knew where to place Enzo.
Right.
You were like, is he a part of this? Or does he really speak
Mhm.
just Italian?
Mhm.
And he would be like, don't trust the Winchesters, and it just kind of helped build the tension of like, what the fuck is going on
and
here?
which one are we not trusting, Nina
Right.
or Andy?
But then they just like erased him. He was so...
He was
Ugh,
just
it's
like
fine.
there to work in the yard and be kind of creepy. Oh, also, we were just so disappointed that scene was cut from the book where Millie hits on when Millie hits on Enzo and he like fully turns her down. I was like,
yeah, I really wanted to see that, and I wanted to see some spice.
We saw a lot of spice between Andy and Millie.
We did. I forgot
like a
about
lot.
that. I blocked that out.
I also didn't realize she signed up to like have any nudity in that.
Well, she was in Euphoria where like everyone's naked.
Oh,
so.
I didn't watch Euphoria, but that makes sense for the title.
Yeah. Also, everyone, I wish you could have seen Yana's face when the sex scene with Millie and Andy happened.
It was really intense.
Remember I turned to you and you were like, like a woman clutching her pearls. My word. You could definitely tell too in the theater, there were people who'd read the book and they knew what was supposed to happen. And we were a part of that crowd, which was fun because we all would laugh or like be aghast at the same things. Aghast! We'd be like, wait, what? Or we would just laugh at something that was fucking stupid. So, I mean, that was fun. It was fun to see in the theater with people who'd read the book. Oh my God. There were 2 parts that made me laugh so hard because they were, no. There was 3 parts that were so stupid that they made me laugh really hard. You saw my face. I was like, wait, what? Like, one was when... I remember just reliving it in my head. When Andy comes downstairs the morning after Millie's hired and he's in like his like wife beater shirt. It's just like so unnecessary.
Yeah, but do you think that was like a costume choice of, because he is this abusive thing? Oh. So they put him in a wife beater?
I don't think that's fair to wife beaters.
The criminals or the shirts?
The shirts.
Oh, what
if I like to wear those and I don't?
Well, they're just
those crimes.
Sure, you are not a wife beater.
Is it called a wife beater?
Not anymore.
It's a white. Oh,
it's a tank.
It's a beater.
It's an abusive tank.
It's a WB.
No,
sorry.
Shout out to Warner Brothers.
Sponsor us.
Netflix.
That part was funny. And then there was one part with Enzo fucking came out of nowhere because he just like wasn't a part of the movie at all. But when he gets fired on the spot and she like drops the plates and it's like dun 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 and he's like, I think he says something. I was like, what the fuck was that? And then the other part, oh God, this one was good too. Cece, when she was like, you don't want to go in the attic or some shit, remember?
She said something.
And we were like, what?
She also in the movie, Cece is not as mean to Millie as she is in the book. Like,
no, she's a little asshole in the book. And I was kind of sad that she wasn't an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, what? Where was the peanut butter?
No peanut butter.
Peanut butter drove me crazy throughout the whole book. And then, I'm sorry, I did want to see the bloody tampon.
Oh, to each their own.
They didn't really highlight some of those key moments that you were like, this woman is unhinged. She had her unhinged moments, but I feel like in the book it was like super fucking intense.
Yeah. They made Andy's mom also the grandmother, Andy's mom.
Evelyn.
She was giving me Hunger Games capital vibes.
Yeah, she was giving like evil witch queen.
Absolutely.
Like her makeup. Like she was almost hard to take seriously.
Like
she
it was like
goofy.
It was overplayed almost.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say I think that Amanda Seyfried was the best one.
Yeah.
I think her role also seemed actually very fun to play. She got to just like
be crazy,
throw shit and like break shit. But I think she did a really good job acting it out. She's come a long way from Mean Girls.
If you're from Africa, why are you white?
I'm a mouse. Duh.
And I'm sick. Such a good movie.
This is such a good movie.
And the guy that played Andy, he did a good job with the lines of like, just not yet.
Brandon Sklenar?
Is that the man that plays him?
Andrew Winchester.
What did you think about the switch with the books to the plate?
What do you mean? Like that she made him cut himself with, or she
broke the
right. He made her cut herself with a plate instead of her making him balance books on his wiener.
Well, she had to do that too. Remember, in order to get out of the room
to balance the books
on her abdomen, and then she made him put it on his man situation.
So the plate thing's a lot more gory.
I mean, obviously there was a lot of things that I feel like they had to Hollywoodify a bit, and the plates was one of them. Like, I think it would have looked, I don't know, it might have looked silly if what's her face? Sydney Sweeney's like laying on the floor with 3 books on
I
his
know.
stomach.
Probably.
And then he does the same thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that feels like a necessary change. I also noticed they did things that like we called out, like, okay, like you wouldn't know that was on your phone or whatever. Like, oh, his phone would lock. They just like took all that shit out because everyone would have been like,
I feel like they took a lot of the like messing with Millie out. Like there
Yeah.
wasn't as much variety of stuff that happened, right? It was mostly the like, I said I told you this, but really she didn't kind of thing.
Right.
But like not a lot of the other.
I feel like it went really fast too. Like the story was happening so fast. But I
Absolutely.
was like, is this just because I read it and I'm like sitting so close to it
I can't
that
see it.
I can't like process everything correctly. But I was like, wow, we're going so fast.
Yeah, I guess I don't like the explanation of kind of how Millie got into the Winchester house and like Nina's setup of all of this. I don't feel like that came across as well in the movie as it does in the book.
Well, yeah, because you took out Enzo.
Yeah.
He played like a huge freaking role. I'm actually like, I'm sour about Enzo. I wanted Cece to be a little shit still. I think that would have been fun.
I mean, she was still kind of a shit. She just wasn't as much of a shit. And she was like, we have to go back for Millie.
Yeah, shut up.
Like, shut up.
Okay, big thing. Let's talk about the ending. The big difference.
Yeah.
So in the book,
spoiler,
he dies of malnutrition in the attic and he pulls out a bunch of his teeth. And then he has bruises from the book thing he had to do. But in this, Nina comes, of course, at the right moment when Millie's like, you know, and then she lets Andy out of the attic and then it's like a fight between him and the 2 women. What did you think of that? Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's Broadway, baby.
Showbiz, baby.
That's showbiz, baby. I can never get popular sayings right.
Yeah.
Showbiz, baby. Pew, pew, pew.
I mean, I think that the way the movie did it made it like feel a little scarier, you know? Like who was going to get hurt here at the end? Also, it's just like the way the book finishes off. Like, you know, he just got trapped in this attic somehow and we're just going to ignore his teeth thing. I think, so in the movie, again, spoiler, at this point, if you're listening, you deserve this. But, you know, they essentially had him, it was like a spiral stair around this like massive house, right? So he was like changing a light bulb and fell over the banister and hit himself like multiple floors down. I feel like the whole missing teeth thing makes more sense in that. Like he hit his mouth against the banister and it knocked out a tooth, you know, that kind of thing. So it felt like it would be harder for Millie and Nina to get away with it by like how the book had it. You know, it was really like the cops really let you go with this because they also hated him.
Yeah.
Rather than he fell changing a light bulb and he's all beat up on the way down. Except for the stab wound, I guess, in his neck. Is harder to explain, but maybe he was holding a cheese knife while changing the light bulb.
As we do.
I do, personally.
I do that all the time.
I have a very big connection to my cheese knife. So, I don't know. I just feel they were trying to make it more thriller and more, like, kind of slightly more horror.
It feels like it
by the movie
makes it more exciting, right? Because, like, what are we going to just watch him become malnutrition in the attic for a couple of days?
I would.
You know?
Whatever.
So it was like, I don't know if that would have been as exciting. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. But I don't know. Listen, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I'm a woman, but it was like all the women came together, like Millie and Nina. And instead of the man police officer, it was a woman who was like friends with Andy's ex. And I don't know. It was so like women power, but I guess it maybe felt like forced and disingenuous. I don't know. It was kind of annoying me.
Yeah. I mean, to me,
Sorry, everyone.
it comes down
Hot
always
take?
to the same thing every single time, which is I always like the book better than the movie.
I wonder what Frida McFadden thinks. Frida, email us at
And then sponsor us.
mybeefbookclub@gmail.com.
The review by the New York Times says, Amanda Seyfried and Sydney Sweeney look just enough alike to play that role well. Andy would fall in love with Millie too, kind of thing. But they're saying that the guy who plays Andy is more nondescript. He's generally handsome, but is otherwise lacking in personality. Even when his secrets start coming out, they're a little hard to believe because of such a bland performance.
Oh, yeah, I guess I had really low expectations, so he did
Mhm.
better than I thought he was going to.
Mhm. The Housemaid is the kind of movie that best serves its audience in a theater. That's where I saw it, with a full house of ordinary moviegoers who seemed to be having a blast. They chuckled, they clapped, they occasionally warned the characters to watch out. When a guy in the middle of the theater made a joke at the very end, the whole crowd burst out laughing and we all left in a good mood.
All right.
I mean, I do feel that, like, you wouldn't have, like, a bad time watching this.
No, I mean, just,
yeah.
I mean,
It's not going to win an Oscar.
No, I don't know if it has the same sort of like bingy feeling that the book did. Like, I remember finishing the book and I was like, maybe I really will read the next ones because I was like, do I have to know what happens? But
I kind of want to read
I'm
the second
over
one.
it. Like,
oh, okay.
Even the way they ended that one, like, Millie, can you help me? You know, and she was. I felt like
the same ending.
They left it open for the next book or movie. Okay, but in this People interview, they said, what does Frida McFadden think of the ending? And she shared an early review on her Instagram. She wrote that she thought it was, quote, better than the book.
Wait, Frida said that?
The author later clarified her reasoning to People during the New York premiere of The Housemaid. Quote, I just thought the end was so exciting and it really made the whole thing go out with a bang. I can't give out any details about it, but I just loved it.
I mean, are you supposed to say something is better than the way you did it when you're the author?
Maybe if you're being humble.
I guess. Good job, Frida. I'm on Reddit. People are talking about how it's fun and how we need to bring back trashy thrillers, which I understand.
Sure.
Someone asks if there was a lesbian scene in this. Someone commented asking the right questions here. No, there was not.
Let's talk about the important things, okay? You know what? All in all, I'm just upset about Enzo the most, I think. That was such a big part of the book and the mystery of what was going on. And honestly, I am sour about it still because I'm that person and I'm going to get over it probably this evening. I need like a day to accept it. And you know what? I wanted a spicy scene with Enzo, not with Andy. What's it rated on, like, Rotten Tomatoes?
76%.
By tomatoes?
Yeah, but by tomatoes.
Because they do, like, the people and the tomato.
Yeah,
and we are the tomato.
So the tomato meter is 75%. And the popcorn meter is 92%.
Yeah, it's definitely more popcorny.
Yeah. Critics' consensus, a sly throwback to the lurid thrillers that used to dominate multiplexes. The Housemaid cleans up nicely thanks to its wicked sense of fun and a delightfully unnerving performance from Amanda Seyfried.
Okay, so she's our girl.
She's our girl.
She definitely was the
they
star
had
of it.
They had two bigger names in it, right? Like between Sydney and Amanda. We're on a first name basis now.
Yeah, we're gonna go hang out with them after this.
Yeah.
So watch out.
Yeah, and no photos, please.
Please respect our personal life and privacy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, on IMDb, it's a 6.8.
It's
got some pretty high ratings.
I wanted to see if there were any like bad ones. Okay, absolute mess. The director needs to retire.
Whoa. Okay, what are you doing for a
I know,
living?
seriously.
You're like the rocket's
I particularly really like this riveting review on Rotten Tomatoes. It's a 1 star. It's actually half a star. And the commentary says, I didn't get a chance to see this.
Okay. Wow.
So keep that in mind as you think of the percentages.
Thanks for your feedback. That was very valuable.
Yeah. No, thank you for taking the time to leave a review. 2 stars. This movie was a total snooze fest. Amanda did amazing. Brandon was okay. Sydney's acting fell flat. Honestly, I think her acting was better than Brandon. There were a handful of annoying, unnecessary deviations from the book. A few important scenes were left out completely. No emotional attachment to any of the characters. You don't really care what happens to any of them.
That might be true.
Yeah, I do kind of agree with that part. Incredibly slow and twice as long as it needed to be. I don't agree with that. I felt like it was too fast.
It was 2 hours still, though.
Yeah, about halfway in, I was considering leaving out of boredom.
Oh, wow.
The entire movie was predictable from start to end. I would say there's way more positive, like 5-star reviews than there are these 2-star, 1-star ones.
Definitely more of a mixed bag, though, than the book. Like, if you go to the book review, it is, like, mostly all 5 or 4 stars.
Yeah.
Like, and I would say, like, all in all, like, I'm glad I read the book. No surprise. I liked the book better. I liked the characters better, the story, all the things that I could like better.
I really wanted to see Enzo get down.
I just wanted Enzo to play the role that he played in the book.
Entertaining, but utterly forgettable.
I might agree with
It's
that.
clear it was written by a feminist. And the target audience is young feminist girls. I don't think that was the target audience necessarily. The message is simple. Men are evil. Women are good.
Clearly written by a
Sydney,
man.
yeah, his name's Peter.
Fucking Peter.
Sweetie makes for nice eye candy, but bug-eyed Amanda
Ew.
Seyfried is no longer hot.
I hate this
I
man.
know. The plot is stupid, doesn't make any sense. I saw this because the pickings are quite slim until Christmas Day when the good stuff actually comes out. Fuck you, Peter, disrespectfully. Fuck you, Peter. Peter G.
I can't imagine having the audacity to leave reviews like this.
Don't comment on someone's looks. Except for the boob part.
I knew you were going to say that. I was like, that's what I was going to do.
I'm not insulting her boobs.
No,
I too
know.
am very gifted in the chest. But sponsor me, everyone. All bra companies, specifically minimizing
Yana's
ones.
going to start our OnlyFans real soon.
Seriously. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to.
Please don't. There's the one comments your mom finally
I know.
sees. Was there any part of the book or like book movie where you were, I'm pissed off about Enzo? Like, is there anything that you were like, meh? I don't know. The ending, I think they changed a little bit too much for me, but I'm mostly mad about Enzo.
I think Enzo's my biggest thing, too. There wasn't even anything about, like, you know, in the book, she would look out her tiny little attic window and see Enzo working down
he was
there.
so suspicious.
And like, you couldn't tell for a while in the book, you know, is he in on this? Is he the evil one? Is there an affair? Like, you couldn't tell what was happening, and there wasn't any of that here.
I was surprised by the affair in the book.
Yeah.
So, like, and then his whole story with his sister, and like, I don't know. It just...
Yeah, there was just
kinda,
like one mention
changed.
where he's like, oh, my sister died
Well, it's
or
like
something.
Nina really needed help, and they kind of, that's why I was getting annoyed about the women power thing. Like, go girls for sure, but it was like she couldn't have escaped that without Enzo. Not that you need a man, to be clear, but like,
you need help.
She really needed help,
Yeah.
and her whole person was discredited, and she was with this abusive man, and she had this kid, and I don't know. It's bothering me, but I'm gonna get over it.
Yeah. No, I think that was my biggest thing. They did mention at one point when it was like that Enzo made her and Cece passports, but Andy found them.
It was like
that
so
was like
passing.
Right. But that was really the only connection of Enzo's helped me.
Right.
That's it.
That's literally
So
it.
if you miss that part, you have no idea how Enzo's any part of this story at all.
Yeah.
Like, why even keep him in there? Just like, don't have a gardener then.
Yeah. And
like, why hire another actor to do this when it's not really a part?
I think if they took him out, like, the readers would have been up in arms.
They might as well have. He literally had like 5 lines.
I would have been up in arms, honestly, for
Well,
Enzo,
yeah.
my love.
You definitely would have gone for an Enzo, and I would have gone
for Andy.
For Andy, for sure. That is our thing.
So thank God we don't like the same
Absolutely.
men. All right, Yana. So we rated The Housemaid 4 stars out of 5. What's your rating of the movie out of 5?
I'm going to rate this like it's not an Oscar-worthy movie, okay?
I mean, it's not.
No, I know. But like, I don't want to say like a number and then have people think this is like...
Are you going to say 5 out of 5?
I was going to say 3.5.
I think I was going to say 2.5.
Okay.
Out of 5 stars.
I was going to... So I'm thinking like 3.5.
Like, I'll
I think
never
if there
watch
was
this again.
If there was no book associated with it, I think I would have rated it
higher.
Low.
Oh. We're completely at odds with each other.
I just feel like I got more of it because I had also read the book.
I feel like I would have liked it better if I didn't know what I know.
You know too much.
I know too much now. I think I would have just like enjoyed it more with just like low expectations. But now
I feel like it.
Do you feel like people could tell that Andy was abusive? Or do you think they did a good job?
I think he didn't. I didn't think he came across sketchy in the beginning.
Yeah, I think he did a good job.
Yeah.
Everyone's being mean to him too. Gosh, everyone's always got something to say. Look at us.
She says on the podcast we're reviewing this.
All right. Well, friends, next episode, we are getting back into books at the book club. I know, it's kind of crazy. We're reading My Year of Rest and Relaxation, which actually feels like a nice start to the year book. by
Otessa Moshfegh.
And we've just learned that there's probably going to be a movie adaptation of that eventually.
So wait for our reviews on that. Probably in like 2 years.
So look out for the reader calendar. If you want to read along with us, you can follow along with that calendar pinned to our socials. But as you know, our podcast/book club is also for non-readers because we recap all of our readings every Thursday. So you can still follow along and say you read the book. Congratulations to you. As always, friends, we're trying to grow the pod, so please follow us on your favorite podcast streaming platforms and hit that 5-star. Watching movies and reading books is a privilege.
Mm-hmm. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
And if you don't know, you literally have not been paying attention.
Lastly, friends, we are 5 months old, and so we are really looking to grow the pod, and your gloriously kind reviews where you tap that 5-star definitely go a long way. So if you haven't, please do that for us and share us with your community. Start book clubs with the books we're reading, whatever you want to do. If you're feeling passionate about helping us grow, we would love your support. All we like to do is read, so remember,
keep on reading.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy New Year.